Welcome to Mile ADV, Beginner's Guide to Adventure Motorcycling. Today we're going to talk about why I chose the KTM Super Adventure S over all other ADV motorcycles. Reason number one had to do with seat height. With the 1290 Super Adventure S, it's not as tall as the R, and I also looked at the 890 Adventure R, which is a little bit smaller than this, and I was barely able to get my toes down. The 1290 Super Adventure S, I can easily put one foot flat on the ground, no problem, and it makes it pretty easy for me to manage, and I can hold the brakes and the bike's not going anywhere. So reason number one was just the overall seat height. Reason number two had to be with the bike just being more road oriented. When you look at adventure motorcycles, it's like trying to buy a road bike or a mountain bike these days. You kind of have to choose, like, do you want to do more technical terrain or do you want to do more like cross-country single track? For me, I was looking for like a gravel bike. I love to ride my gravel bike. I can get off onto roads that are a lot less traveled, a lot less traffic, and I can have a lot of fun and see some great scenery, but it's pretty easy to manage and you can do a lot of miles. And so for me, I wasn't looking to be more dirt bike oriented, and I wanted something that was a little bit more street oriented for doing a lot of road trips. I hope to take some road trips onto some, potentially some business meetings that I have, etc. And this bike was just going to make it easier to do that. And reason number three is I wanted something different. I feel that everywhere you go, you see BMWs and things that really, and give the BMW credit, it's what really got me interested in adventure bikes in the first place. Seeing them cruise down the highway in some of my favorite places I like to go mountain biking, and on the road and just in like these small groups of people, but they're always BMWs, and so I wanted something different. I also was really interested in the Harley Davidson Pan America because it is different. I've always also been interested in like Harley Davidson motorcycle culture, and so I was really attracted to that bike. And ironically, the internet seems to hate Harley Davidson. At least some of the more people that are really into adventure motorcycling is something that I've learned, which I find interesting, but I wanted something different. And for me, I don't see a lot of KTMs around. I had never really heard of KTM until I started looking into adventure bikes. And so for me, the KTM Super Adventure 1290S was a little bit different. And reason number four was the power. So with the 1290, I'm actually going to do a whole video on why as a brand new beginner motorcyclist I decided to get a 1000cc bike, which I think is crazy in most channels. If you look at like Motojitsu or Yami Noob or some of these other like really popular motorcycle channels that all tell you as a beginner motorcyclist don't get a 1000cc bike. But I'll talk about why as me as a brand new motorcycle I felt pretty comfortable going with the 1290 Super Adventure S. But again, for me, one of the fourth reason was the power. Highway riding for me as a new rider was absolutely terrifying, and having the power to cruise and get past big trucks or be able to hold my own and kind of keep up with traffic was really important to me. So reason number four was just the overall power. I wanted the power, and I also didn't want to regret getting a small bike, getting bored, and then saying like, I really wanted to do big long road trips, I wish I had the power to do it. So I just went with the big bike out the gate. And reason number five was just availability. Like most other things that we're dealing with today, it's even hard to find motorcycles. A lot of the more middle range bikes I was interested in, the Yamaha T7, the Ducati Desert X had just come out, the Norden 901, all of these bikes weren't available. And my dealer had the KTM 1290 Super Adventure S. And so it checked all those other boxes for me, and there was one I could buy once I finished my motorcycle safety class and I got my license. So I was actually able to drive it off the showroom floor. But that's for another video. I didn't actually drive it off the showroom floor. I had them loaded onto a trailer and get it to my house, and then I cruise it off my own trailer and cruise around neighborhood. But that's another video. Yeah, the last thing was just availability. So please, if you found these videos helpful and you like them, please hit the subscribe button, hit the little notification bell, so when I release a new video each week, you get notified and you can see this great content. Of course, subscribing is free and it helps me out. And I just want to build a community of cool new people to motorcycling, and so we can kind of enjoy this adventure together. So please, subscribe, click the notification bell, and I'll see you next time.